right, you thirsty simps. I know why you're still watching. Monday, April 28th, in the Texas House, there will be a number of bills being reviewed, chaired by Harold Dutton, which he is the author of a few of those, and you should really be concerned about them. I'm going to go ahead and just speed run through it to keep up with the TikTok generation, and as a bonus, I'll have that unedited video that was in the intro at the end for all you thirsty folks out there. First item up for bid is HB 1814, submitted by Hernandez. It's basically updating the application for marriage license, or as what the guys know, the death license. Basically, they were changing the language to remove the woman's maiden name and just keeping surname on there on the application. And 3 guesses as to why they're making that change. The next horseshit bill is being offered by none other than Harold Dutton himself, HB 2643. It's basically modifying the cap on child support collections to where that upper limit will now be $30,000. It used to be, I believe, $8,000. I'll research that, insert it into the video. But this is actually Dutton's second bite at the apple. He did this a few sessions ago, and I reported on it. He's taking another bite at the apple, so get ready. So Lord Dutton has implemented and pushed through a bill that basically brings everyone's net resources up to $15,000. Well, what was it before, you say? Let's look. So the previous 6-year rate was a $650 increase for inflation. Dutton's bill for 4 years is $5,800. A 63% increase instead of the previous 7.6%.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
All right. I've lost a lot of weight since that last video came out. Wow. All right. HB 2160 by Gomez is changing, primarily removing the language of in chambers for interviewing children over under 12 years old, but it actually has inserting a line here: the court may interview the child in chambers or in another location used by the court. I don't know, I guess they're going to go to the Wendy's or something. I have no idea. But the other parts in here is that it's they can cause a record, and also they can seal the record on their own unless someone objects, whatever, that interview. But I find that very interesting. Oh, and the other thing that's rather interesting is that while it's been amended here, but while a suit for modification is pending, the court may not render a temporary order that has the effect of creating a designation or changing the designation of the person who has the exclusive right to designate the primary residence of the child, or eliminating the geographic area within which a conservator must maintain the child's primary residence under the final order, unless the temporary order is in the best interest of the child. There's that best interest of the child nonsense that they keep throwing out there that they just use to do whatever the hell they want to. Okay, this next one, HB 2971 by Harold Dutton, is about dissolution of marriage, divorce, getting rid of the old ball and chain. And on the surface, it sounds pretty decent. However, there's parts in there that really concern me because I've been involved in this for way too long. And the good parts of it is if you can agree with your partner on the divorce and you sign documents outside of court, then you don't even have to show up and get it resolved. And hopefully you're seeing where this can be a problem. One of the big issues is Section B. It's accompanied by an affidavit or unsworn declaration of one or both parties containing the necessary facts or evidence to support the terms of the agreement, including it's got some other stuff in there. And it, of course, has the best interest of the child. And then there's also the fun part that if the court decides they don't want to do it, it's not in the best interest of the child, then they can go ahead and just throw it out and go ahead and continue on. All right, this next one up is kind of a mixed bag because I see the intention of the bill. However, wait a second. Hold on. Hold that. Hey there. Okay, wow, that was a mess up there. HB 4509 by Dutton. This bill, on the surface, I like it. Again, it has to do with supporting adults that have a disability. And again, morally on the surface, it makes sense that, a parent has to provide for that child. Currently in Texas law, it's up until 18. This is extending that out to 21. But I see a lot of opportunities for abuse if there hasn't already been some. The only saving grace for this bill is in this section that it says that the court has to order a medical evaluation before they do this. So we're going to have that. But when they talk about disabilities and all that, it's going to be anything. If you have ADHD, if you could have other things where you're able to do it, I just see a lot potential for a lot of abuse in this. Okay, there are other bills out there. I'll put a link in the description so you can go out there, take a look at them yourself, show if you're for or against, whatever. And for the thirsty simps out there, as promised, the video from the beginning. You all need Jesus.